One of the issues about Islam, if you look at the history of Islam, which in my country when I went to school and I read the history, is Islam spread by sword, not by convincing people to convert. When you read books, history books in Iran, it tells you how the Arabs came from Peninsula, how they built towers of people's heads, and how they looted, and how they took, and how they tore everything down and set fire on everything, and how they, the purpose was to eliminate the culture that was there. Even the language was forbidden after that to be spoken. And they forced Arabic language to the people who've been invaded by the Arabs from Peninsula. Before the Arabs from Peninsula in 6th century came, there were great civilizations lived in the area. And in North Africa, in Middle East, my own country, Persia, was a great civilization. But when Arabs came and spread Islam, and not only, I'm going to be very politically incorrect, not only Islamization, but Arabization of the Middle East and North Africa, and they went as far as Europe, but they didn't succeed. Their purpose was to eliminate what was there, to force the people to accept the Arab culture and the Arab religion, Islam. It took 200 years for my people, for Iranians, to stop speaking Arabic and stop bringing back their own Persian language. Not only they looted and they took and killed and took boys to slavery and girls to slavery, they forced people to pay homage, and they forced them to, they called them the lower class. In Arabic, they called the invaded lands ajams, which means the stutterers, because the other people couldn't speak Arabic. Arabic was not their language, but when they forced to speak, they had accents in speaking, so they called them ajam. In Arabic means stutterers, and they were looked down upon because they were not Arabs, and they promoted and taught people that Arab race is the supreme race. The only reason is that Muhammad was given to them, to the Arabs from Peninsula, which are called the Najdi Arabs. And because Muhammad is considered in Islam the last prophet of God to man, therefore, and Allah selected the Arab from Peninsula, the Najd Arabs, to be given Muhammad to. Therefore, the Arabs are the supreme race, and therefore everybody else was non-supreme or the second-class citizen anywhere else. They treated everybody, the policy of the caliphates, from the Prophet himself all the way after him, the caliphates, was to take over the world by the sword, not only the Islam as a religion, but Islam as everything that a human needs. Islam is economics, Islam is social laws, Islam is political laws, Islam is your government, Islam ummah. Ummah in Arabic means the mother, the owner. And Islam, the word is taslim, comes from taslim, means total surrender. Therefore, a human A Muslim is not a human, has no will of himself or herself. Well, her is second class nothing. But himself does not exist because it's total surrender as an ummah to a religion. Therefore, loyalty to a land, to a home, to a government, to a citizenship is illegal and is a huge sin. You cannot love your country. You will be punished if you love your country. You have your country is Islam. Your home is Islam. Your family is Islam. Everything that you are is Islam. Therefore, if you love your country, if loyalty to your country, you're a sinner. That's why here in America, when I see the people do not understand, really grasp the root cause of the fact that our democracy, our freedom, are words that has been created, diversity, political correctness, all of this stuff is hitting back at us. They have become a tool for the Muslim Brotherhood, for Islamists to take our freedom, to take our culture, to take the 21st century and bring the 6th century of the Peninsula, Najd Arab culture into America. And that, unfortunately, it's very difficult for everybody to understand, to accept that it is a fact. I know it because I went through it in Iran 30 years ago. Iranian people, we were laughing at Khomeinism. I said, are you kidding me? 3,000 years, we've never had religion ruling the country. We joked at it. And many of our media, members of the media, the academia, and intellectuals went along with Khomeini ideology. And what happened? Khomeini did take over, Islamism did take over Iran, and Iran is now in poverty. So I have been through it, and I know what this is beginning. It's starting here in America. It has started for a long time. And sometimes I jokingly say, they followed me here. I ran away from them to America. I thought you can't go any farther than this, but they followed me here to America. One of the issues about the blind mullahs and all these things in Islam, they have a position called ulama. Ulama is the person, the know-it-all, is actually the literally translation of ulama. Ulama means the person who can tell people what to do. And if ulama tells you this is what Sharia says, that's what Sharia says, because the ulama has told you. And so fatwas come from the ulamas. And jihad comes from ulamas. Again, in the Arabic world, they say jihad comes from jahd. Jahd has a meaning to try. This is what I have heard. They're saying a lot of the people who want to not see the facts and the issues. They say, well, it means, jahd means to try. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, it depends on how you translate the jahd and where you put it and how you use it. Jihad has been used from day one by the Islamic military, when they took all over the Middle East and North Africa, went all the way to Spain, it was used jihad. That was what they were doing, jihad. They were fighting to spread Islam, and they were fighting to remove everything from the culture of every nation and every tribe at those times, remove them and replace them with the Islamic culture. And that's what they did, and that's what they want to do. That's the goal is to, one step at a time. Now they can't have the military and the sword, and they said the two-edged sword. Now they are using the American freedom, democracy, and the issues that we have used to respect humanity. They're using all of those against this culture to eliminate humanity from our culture. That's what they are doing. Also, well, I guess I talked about all of the issues that I have put here.
That's a good place to stop.
Yes.
Great. Amanda, thank you so much.